I think I've shown. So I'll conclude. This is my last slide, other than my slides for thanking colleagues. So risk engines such as the Framingham score and QRisk have facilitated the identification of individuals at high risk, but do not adequately differentiate individuals at moderate risk. They do not provide adequate data on lifetime risk for young people, and those people are ignored and not treated, and I'm sure some of you may have been in that situation. Biomarkers of early disease and plaque instability have therefore been sought, and I think now we're getting there in terms of identifying some of those markers. Although some of these markers have been shown individually to be associated with significant hazard ratio, no substantial improvement in discrimination has been demonstrated when added to risk engines. And I think a more direct measure of disease burden using other modalities such as imaging may prove more useful. I've got to thank my colleagues, past and present. As I've alluded to, I've worked in a number of institutions. I think David Galton was my first mentor. Russell Ross, who sadly has died, really introduced me to proper science, I've got to say. William Harvey and Eric Angord and other colleagues there were brilliant in terms of their enthusiasm for research. David De Bono is a cardiologist in Leicester, one of the most brilliant men I think I've known, and increased my knowledge of clinical cardiology, certainly. And my colleagues at Surrey who contributed to much of the work I've shown you, and my PhD students. So thank you very much for your attention. Thank you for listening.